Hey everyone, Chris Jokey back with another toy review, and another double toy review I should say, and it's the Marvel Legends Sabretooth and Moonstone. And I believe the Sabretooth is actually from the Tank, I think, is it called Tank Man Build-A-Figure Wave? I don't know. And the Moonstone is actually, I believe, a Walgreens exclusive. And like the for this first edition Prime that I found these guys at a toy show at a college campus, so yeah. Or not toy show, a flea market on a college campus. So yeah, I was lucky to find these. Moonstone I found in box, Sabretooth I found loose. So yeah, Sabretooth does not come with the accessories that he's supposed to come with, because again, I got this guy loose. So he doesn't come with the accessories he's supposed to come with. But Moonstone, she does, so you know what, I'll just start with Sabretooth first. I mostly got this guy to go with my Wolverine, the brown suited Wolverine, this guy, and he actually works really well. Now, not perfect, like I always say in this video, the figures I buy, they are not perfect, but this guy is not bad. One thing I will say is that I'm glad they actually painted his eyes instead of just giving him the normal whiteout eyes, because for me, I do not like his eyes being completely whitened out. I like them, you know, painted in. So yeah, I'm glad they went with this. And yeah, and the fur part around here is a separate piece, but I'm not going to take it off. And I will admit, I'm not really a fan of how it was a separate piece. They could have just had it like sculpted on. So for me, I glued it on the back, and I glued it from the front here, so it stays in place. It's not going to go anywhere. Because for me, I'm not really a fan of the whole loose pieces thing anymore. I mean, it's fine if it works, but this didn't. I just glued this in place, so it doesn't affect the articulation. He still moves normally, but this thing's not going anywhere. And also, I don't want to lose it either, so yeah. Okay, just let me get him straightened out. Damn, these joints are tight a bit. Yeah, he's pretty tall. I mean, he's taller than Wolverine, which he should be. But yeah, I'm glad I got this guy loose, because I'm not really planning on building the Build-A-Figure that this guy is part of. The Build-A-Figure way that this guy is from. I don't plan on building the Build-A-Figure. You know what I mean. But yeah, not really crazy on detail, but it's not bad. I don't know what type of body mold this is. I think people saying it's a Grim Reaper body mold, but I don't have that figure, so I don't know for sure. But I could be right. But anyway, posability, his head can fully rotate. He can move up, he can move down. He has a bit of a head pivot, a little bit. His arms can fully rotate. They can swing out that far. He has a bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows. And he has his wrists can fully rotate. They can move up and down. And I like these claw hands. I think they're reused from another Marvel Legends figure, but yeah, I like these claw hands here. He has an ab crunch that can move back about that far, forward about that far. You could get more, but it kind of springs back in place. He has a waist swivel. His legs can move outward that far. I wish he could go out a bit more further, but that's all right. They can move forward. They can't move back due to his butt. He has a thigh swivel that can fully rotate. He has double jointed knees. And I thought he had like a foot swivel, but he doesn't. And this is why my complaint here. He has a foot hinge, but listen to this. Yeah, you can hear that. I don't know why, but it kind of ratchets in place, and it's loud too when you move it up, and I do not like that. I don't know why Hasbro did that, but I do not like that type of joint. But he has a ankle pivot, so yeah. Now for this foot, actually, it's actually a bit louder. Slightly louder. Slightly louder back and a bit louder forward. Again, I do not like this. It's a similar problem I have with the DC Multiverse figures. They have ratcheted ankle joints, which I don't know why they have it. I think it's kind of dumb. Like how you're supposed to pose this guy if he has ratcheted feet. I don't get that. But yeah, that's one thing I don't really like. I don't know if it's just my figure or if anyone else has this issue, but I mean, I'm still glad I got him, but I do not like the ratcheted feet. I don't know why Hasbro gave him that. But either way, that's Sabretooth. Now let's move on to Moonstone. Again, not bad. I'm glad I got her for a cheap price. I did see her at Walgreens, but she was like $25 or so dollars. Got her for $15. Not a bad price. And she did come in box, so she does have her accessories. Like, she has 2 closed fists that she has already on in the package, and 2 magic type hands. The one thing I will say about the hands is, if I could just straighten her out, the pegs for the fists and open hands. If you can see here, the little mushroom peg here is a bit bigger than the one for the fist. So you take this hand out and put the fist in, it's going to be a bit loose, which I'll just show you right now. Just put the fist in. See it? It's a bit more loose now than it was earlier. Okay, now this fist, I mean, eventually it will go back to its normal, the hole will go back to its normal size. So it's not really as loose, but that's just one thing I'm not really a fan of. Like, they could have made these pegs the same size as the fists, the pegs for the fists, but what can you do? And that's all the accessories she comes with. But ain't nothing too crazy. It's mostly white with some yellow highlights. And this little symbol on her lower back. I think she's supposed to be a lightning user. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about some characters. Like, I don't know really anything about Moonstone. But I figured, why not? And I think there was a Moonstone figure made earlier, but she didn't have double jointed elbows. But I'm glad I got this guy. I'm glad I got her. Now, posability, her head can rotate, though it's kind of hindered by the hair, which is a softer plastic. That's good. This is gonna fall off. So it's good. It's a softer plastic, but even then, it's just still gets in the way. She can move her head down, move her head up, but again, the hair hinders it. See, there's a disc hinge and a ball peg, but yeah, it still hinders the head movement. Her arms can fully rotate. They can swing out that far. She has a bicep swivel. She has double jointed elbows, which are pinless, which that's cool. And all her hands can fully rotate. They can move up and down. She has a diaphragm joint. They can move back about that far and forward. Not really a whole lot. It can move side to side a little bit and rotate. Her legs can move out that far. Surprisingly, a bit more than Sabretooth. Surprisingly. And they can move forward that far, move that back a bit further than Sabretooth, because her butt's not in the way as much. She has a thigh swivel. She has double jointed knees, which unfortunately they're not pinless, but oh well. And this is another problem with with this character. Like, listen to this. Okay, not really on this one, but it still has a bit of a ratchet to the joint, and I do not like that. But there's also a bit of a ratchet in the ankle pivot, but it's worse on the left leg. Just like, it's worse on the left foot, and I do not like that. And it's even worse for the ankle pivot too, because oh my god, this is worse because I turn the ankle and it really feels like it's probably going to snap off, and I do not want that. So I'm probably gonna try maybe pop this foot off and sand down the peg, then reattach it. Hopefully it moves smoothly, because this still has a ratchet, but at least this moves better. This one, yeah, it bends the peg, but it kind of ratchets a bit. So yeah, the peg is literally bending, and I do not like that. So I'm gonna have to remove this and fix the issue myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's Moonstone and Sabertooth. And also, because due to the ratchets, they don't really fit in one place, so trying to get Moonstone stand up is a pain. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for these two. And nothing too crazy, but I'm glad I got them. I mostly got Sabertooth to go with my Wolverine. And Moonstone, well, she's not a bad figure, but I do have plans to use her for something. But anyway, guys, and what I mean by something, I mean by for a kit bash custom that I'm probably going to make. Don't know when, but anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. See you all next time.